The worst thing about men stopping on the side of the road to see if you want to ride home is I actually do want to ride home. Yes, please, sir. I've been walking for 4 miles and this stupid getup is like more than 10% of my body weight. I'm tired and I'm hungry and I do want someone to drive me home. But I am a strong, independent woman who is not going to get chopped up in little pieces and left on the side of the road.
All right, here's the truth. I don't think you're ready for it. But if you're the woman a man truly wants, he's going to call you, he's going to text you, and he'll always make time for you. You'll never have to question his effort. No man is ever too busy for the woman that he truly wants. That's the truth.
I'm a young stacking out that pay, put on for the city, made it happen. Should've seen their face, they can't believe I did. Started rapping, finally found a way. Now we got 7 figures. But see me out, they just say, hey, Ty, can I get a picture? Before come around trying to play, they better reconsider. High boy, brought a kid at 5 underneath this pillow. Made a way, did it on my own.
I got a text from my ex to the effect of, you don't even know the girls I've already ran through. Okay. Congratulations. Go to a doctor. You don't know how many books I've read. You don't know how many different rooms I've cried in. You don't know how many Oreos I've eaten. Okay? So if we're just throwing around useless things that aren't as cool as we think they are, I got you beat.
I always say I get like a lot of attention from men, and I do, but I will say that I've like reached this point where I kind of scare men now, and I love it. Like I really love it. Like only the bravest of the brave or the stupidest of the stupid will come forward. Like a lot of men just don't talk to me. They'll stare at me, right? They'll think of me, but they don't talk to me. They don't approach me. And I feel like it's a good thing. You know, it's like I've reached a new level.
At some point in time, keep on complaining about men not being chivalrous and men not being traditional. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You need to line up or a man is not going to talk.
My chivalry indicator is the fact that I take the subway to and from work 2 to 3 times a week. I've been doing it, minus COVID, for 10 years almost for work. And I cannot recall a single time that a man has offered to give me a seat on the subway. I'm wearing high heels a lot. I'm a woman wearing high heels, and I've never once, not once, been offered a seat on the subway. What's your chivalry indicator?
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Y'all always say y'all have a hard time finding you a good man, single, no kids, over 6 feet, make over 6 figures. And in my head, I'll be like, me and all the homies fit that description. So let me introduce y'all to the homies. All right, what's your height?
I'm 6'2".
Single?
Single.
You got kids?
I ain't got no kids.
No kids. What about you, bro?
I'm 6'3", no kids, and I'm single.
What about you, bro?
6'3".
Single. No kids. Come on now. Good G's on this thing.
No, because they stay inside, they can protect you from the cars.
What are you protecting from?
From the cars that are passing here.
But what if the one wants to stay on the other side?
No, you can't.
Why not?
I stay from this side.
Oh, we're not in the 1980s.
Again, it's about protecting your partner. Also, you didn't even watch the balconies. If something fall down, because you don't see. I take care about these things. You don't even understand. Something behind, I always checking. You never. You're like,
That's not true.
That's how you protect your woman? Nice. Wow. Well done, Leo.
All right, now can I stay on this side?
No, with me.
I think another one of the issues is that when you listen to these modern women and the things that they say, it's always that a man has to be finished while you still a work in progress. Do you think that's fair that a man has to deal with you and your BS while he has to be the perfect specimen?
If you want to stop feeling bad about a woman who left you or broke your heart, become better. Financially, physically, and emotionally. You want to stop feeling bad? Stop caring about her. Stop thinking about her. Be willing to go talk to other girls. Why not? Maybe not girls, but talk to another girl. Why not? You're not gonna put your life on hold for her. Why? Because that's embarrassing. No woman will ever want to be with you if you're putting your life on hold for her when she's out here doing whatever she wants. Come on. You really want a girl who's doing whatever she wants? A girl who refuses to reach out to you?
after the breakup? Interesting. If you guys would like personal advice, you have a question, or you want one-on-one coaching, you can hit my bio.
Generation is so cooked. People are legitimately standing behind a statement that you have to accept infidelity to have a long-term relationship with somebody. Are you stupid? Listen to me, I would happily be single for the rest of my natural life than accept infidelity. Happily.
A woman isn't supposed to bring anything to the table, at least not from the perspective of traditional history or nature, and certainly not in the same way that a man does. The table represents structure, and a man who wishes to be the expression of the masculine energy should represent the entire structure. The feminine energy flows through the structure and empowers it. This is why there's a saying, give a woman a house and she'll make it a home. Because the value that she's supposed to bring is that she multiplies what the masculine gives her, which is also why people say the man brings home the bacon and the woman cooks the meal. As a man, you want to be the entire table so that you can be the full structure for your family and share it with a woman who's committed to gifting it with the feminine energy.
Men have started going their own direction and quit fixing the mistakes and the foolishness. And some of the stuff is not even a mistake. It's just you doing whatever you want to do and expecting a man to save you. And when I, as a man, have stopped doing that, my life has gotten a lot better.
A man does not spend money on me. There is no point. I do not continue the relationship. There is absolutely no purpose that man serves in my life.
I've got the perfect man for you. You need yourself a boss, because then he just gives you money to go spend on yourself. Have one of those, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. I mean, I don't even have to go get money from my husband because I have a boss that gives me money instead. And that's the beautiful thing, is you can have a boss and a boyfriend, or a boss and a husband. Any combo you want. You can even have more than one boss. If you want 2 or 3 bosses, you can have that too, and they give you money. You can just buy whatever you want. They don't even track it. Like, you can go out and buy sushi and they're not looking at it. They're not seeing what you're spending the money that they give you on. It's so fantastic. 10 out of 10, highly recommend getting yourself a boss or 2.
As much as it pains me to say this, we women are totally okay and sometimes enjoy going after men that we know we are way hotter than. And here's why. Just like you guys, when we see something that is picturesque and beautiful, you know, a lot of us have difficulty thinking rationally. And especially nowadays that women are so much more superficial with the rise of social media, even Instagram especially, you know, we get a little thirsty over a man's looks. Way more so than we used to. I am talking out of your league. Looks-wise, the best partners I've ever had and the happiest I've been have been in relationships where I was out of this guy's league.
You know what I've noticed? Women will leave a marriage because they are just unhappy. But men, they will stay through the years of attitude, rejection, and flat out disrespect, trying to hold on to the promise they made. And that's the difference. Women chase happiness, but men fight to keep commitment. And that might sting a little, but it's true. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ungrateful. Unhappy can be worked on. It can be fixed with effort, communication, and humility. Ungrateful, that's when you stop seeing the good right in front of you. Sometimes it is not that your husband stopped trying. It's that you stopped noticing. You stopped thanking him. You stopped respecting him. You stopped showing him the love you expect back. And eventually, even the strongest man gets tired of being treated like he doesn't matter. Men do not usually give up fast. They give up quietly. And by the time they do, it's not because they stopped loving you. It's because they were done begging to be loved back. So before you say you are just unhappy, ask yourself, are you giving the same effort and respect you are asking for?
You know, you're listening to these lists and what modern women say they want, but really give them 4 or 5 years. and they'll be tired. I'm tired of having to carry this load. I'm tired of having to do this all myself. It's been 5 years. It's been 2 years. And I'm already tired, boss.
My chivalry indicator is the fact that I take the subway to and from work 2 to 3 times a week for 10 years almost for work. And I cannot recall a single time that a man has offered to give me a seat on the subway.
Okay, so here's my question. Someone doesn't appear to be elderly, disabled, or pregnant. So why exactly should men be offering just some random woman a seat?
I'm wearing high heels a lot.
Well, whoop-de-doo. But that's someone's own personal fashion choice and does not entitle a person to a seat anywhere.
I'm a woman wearing high heels, and I've never once, not once, been offered a seat on the subway.
Irony. That's what this is. It's ironic that this sort of stuff is not considered to be rage bait, that there are actually women out there that feel this way. And what is ironic about this is that there are probably some of these women that make posts like this and agree with posts like this that think that they should be given special treatment just because they are women and have special privileges simply because they happen to be women, but yet at the same time want to be taken seriously as women. And the most ironic part of all, they want to be seen as equal to men.
I think the thing that gets a lot of men is that women actually, a lot of these modern women actually expect them to continue taking the gamble when they continue to lose. You know what I mean? I continue to get nothing back. It'd be one thing if I was hitting on something. Oh man, I hit on something. Why not try it again? But I've never hit on anything. Why would I continue to take?
We stop taking what the opposite does person. The biggest benefit is what we stop taking personal. And the hurt and the anger that follows the hurt and the discouragement that follows and the powerlessness and the despair and everything that follows from, you only could have done that if you didn't love me, or I would never do that to somebody I cared about, so you must care about me. Can I give you a specific example? Sure. So, a man is talking. He's talking to someone who's important to him, and he's talking about something that's important to him. Now, let's say the water starts boiling for the tea. The tea goes, and she walks away and addresses the teapot. Or a child comes up. Mommy, yes? But I'm talking, right? And how it occurs, it took me a long time to learn this, how it occurs to most men is that she chose that by her action, she was saying the teapot was more important than me. The child is more important than me. The phone ringing is more important than me. The texts are more important than me. Not knowing that how estrogen creates diffuse awareness. So we're not sorting by importance. We're sorting by loud. What's the most immediate, loudest thing? And so the teapot's more urgent than what you're saying, and the child's need is more urgent than what you're saying. But none of those are more important. But because you all, this thing called a priority, you prioritize, and you prioritize by importance and urgency. So assuming that women do that too, but not knowing that we live in a completely different environment than you do because of the effects of estrogen on the brain. And you might get a kick out of this, Andrew. They did a study where a bunch of men agreed to take very high doses of estrogen. I think it was by the third day of the study they had all opted out. The men could not. The input, the lack of screening that comes with testosterone and single focus, that they're overwhelmed by what was coming. Get me off this. As a woman, that's normal until you get to about my age. Well, or a little younger. But when I started, all the hormones are winding down, which happens by about 35 years old. Is when it's significant change in you on it.
And you'll have a lot of these modern women that will ask about chivalry. They'll ask about a man being traditional, right? But the issue is, when the man was giving you flowers, you were rolling your eyes at him. You was giggling, you was laughing. You know, a man go and open a door for you, he get a lecture on how you're strong and independent, and you don't need no man, and thanks, but and whatever other stupid stuff that you would have come with. Oh, well, thanks, but you know, I really don't need that, so I don't want you holding on my hand. I wasn't going to do that. I was just being a gentleman like I was taught. When men continue to come up against that attitude over and over again, why in the world would they keep on going in that direction? Why would they keep on doing that? Why would they keep on giving you the benefit of him being a gentleman, and you're just going to act stupid?
When a man really wants you, he's not like, well, what do you bring to the table? He's like, let me show you the table I've prepared for a queen like you to sit at. We have an epidemic of men trying to interrogate women to see what she's gonna bring to his life, when we know that simply a woman's presence levels a man up. On average, married men make more money than unmarried men, they live longer than unmarried men, and they report being happier than unmarried men. Simply a woman being in close proximity to a man gives him more money, longer life, and more happiness. It is a man's job to earn a woman so he can earn the benefits of that woman. When my stepdad met my mom, he wasn't like, well, show me your financials. He saw a woman of good character who he was attracted to, and he knew that simply being with her would benefit him and his life. It was her being, not what she could do in the workplace to help pay his bills. Her. He earned her, and he showed her that there was a table already made for her to sit at. You deserve the man who sees the value in you, not the guy who expects you to become half a man so his manhood is easier. The guy who's motivated by what he sees in you to earn you and prepare a table for you.
You know what's funny is that modern women, they just say weird stuff. Like, a man could be hanging out with you, or, you know, whenever you want to be hung out with. Hey, let's go here, let's do this, let's be over there. But then when a man says, hey, you know, I just want to kind of like relax, you know, go out with the boys, or like just have a weekend to myself. A lot of these modern women, because they've been listening to a whole lot of foolishness, then they'll say, oh, you have an avoidant attachment style. Attachment, you're avoidant. You haven't really fully dealt with your trauma. They'll sit up here and use words that they don't even know what they're saying. Oh, you're probably out there, you know, doing what you're not supposed to be doing. It. No, I was just hanging out. I was just hanging out with my brother. That was it. My mom asked me to do a couple things around the house. That's all I was doing, is whatever she asked for. Oh, well, show me the proof. Are you the police? No, stop being weird. Maybe you need to go to therapy a little bit more and listen to this.
The number one difference between a masculine woman and a feminine woman is a masculine woman is going to be in competition with you, and a feminine woman is going to be cooperative with you. It's I got 2 PlayStation 5 controllers right here. One is red and one is blue. These are compatible because they play on the same system. The Most High said we're supposed to come together and become as one. It's one system. These are both controllers connected to one system. A system. Now imagine if I had an Xbox controller and a PlayStation controller. Is that connected to a system? The feminine woman is cooperative. This is why things go smoothly, so much more faster and better. But the masculine woman, she's in competition with the thing. You know, masculine woman, think he all that. Masculine woman, why you trying to sound sexy? Feminine woman, you find feminine woman, I love the way the sound of your voice and get my wet. Masculine woman, dude trying to talk to me in his sexy voice.
Feminine energy in motion. A feminine woman nurtures, touches, reassures, and expresses love freely. She doesn't withhold it to gain control. She gives it because she...
It's all ego, bro. It's all ego.
Well, I believe that the propaganda machine is just not working. Like all the money that the left spends on their messaging is just not resonating. And then you got independent news sources that's been educating the masses at a rapid rate that we haven't seen before. And when you're speaking with common sense, men can relate to that. So I just think men have found that the message that Donald Trump has been putting out about bringing construction jobs back, manufacturing jobs, about putting men back to work and getting rid of the illegal aliens, I think all of that has resonated when they have spent years trying to make feminized men. They have spent years trying to break up the nuclear family. They have spent years trying to tell men that women should be leading the household, or things of that nature. When you're speaking about 72 genders and men could be in women's sports or their bathrooms, men can't resonate with that. When they're telling men not to be ambitious, when they're telling men to do drugs, when they're telling men it's okay to be obese, to do all of these things, that's not going to resonate with men. And so men are embracing their true masculinity, and I think that's why they're leaning towards the right.
Okay, message. So you say message. I mean, message overwhelmingly, but also the rejection of the feminization of men, transgenderism, all of that. Who else can?
Another thing with y'all modern women, y'all still want traditional men, which is crazy to me because you want a guy to open the door for you, the car door for you, open the door for you going into a building, restaurant, whatever. Some of y'all pull out the chair, pull out the chair. Want us to pay the bill when we go out to dinner. Pay the bill. Taking you out, you want us to pay the bill, pay bills, when half of y'all can't even cook. Can't even cook. Explain that. I talked to a girl, 24, can't cook. 32, can't cook. 29, can't cook. But want traditional values in a man. But y'all not traditional women.
You want to teach me about ethics? Yourself. Why do older girls think that once they're older, they're allowed to cook on who they could date? When you were 25 years old, 24 years old, you wanted to talk to that was 34. You want to teach me about ethics? Yourself. Jesus, take the wheel. I got older, I got richer, and realized my prime lasts as long as my money does. Yours lasts as long as your beauty does. Unfortunately, your beauty has an expiration date. My dollar value doesn't. Yourself. I ain't playing with you no more.
How do you know if a woman wants to be approached?
Well, she's probably going to give you a very subtle sign. Okay, so the signs that I typically recommend that my clients look for are, number one, if she looks at you and smiles. That's probably the best one you can get because you won't often get that. Number two, if she looks at you very quickly and then kind of like, it'll be a quick look. It'll be like that. Or number three, her body language is very open, and maybe she's not necessarily looking at you, but she is clearly open to a conversation. She might be talking with a friend, kind of like we are right now, where we're talking, but our body language is very open. But if we were facing each other and closed off, then we probably wouldn't be looking for a conversation. Right. So any of those three, if you see them, I would go up and say hi. And definitely if she looks at you and smiles, like, you gotta walk over and say something. I mean, that's a pretty big sign.
If men should pay for dates, what should women do? If men should be chivalrous, what should women do?
Be ladies.
But you've already disqualified. You cannot definitionally be a lady if you're a worker.
Exactly.
So I guess beyond being a worker, if we can say men should do these things, what can we say women should do?
Treat you with kindness and respect and love.
But I'm looking for something that is unique to women. So for example, when you say men should pay for first dates, men should be chivalrous, men should provide, protect, that's one direction. That's going from men to women. But so again, the question is, and I'm getting crickets here, what should women uniquely do? Checkmate. Nothing. Come on.
6 months ago, I left my relationship because my needs weren't being met. And as much as it was a loving relationship, I wasn't fulfilled. And there were parts of that relationship where I felt like I was going crazy. And I was asking for communication. I was asking for time. I was asking for connection. And that wasn't happening. It made me feel like it was my problem, or it wasn't a him problem. And that made me feel like I was going crazy. So I felt like I had no other choice because I didn't think that I could live that way for the rest of my life. And for a while I thought that he was the love of my life, and I thought that we could have a family together. I know that this is a personal situation, but I also know that there are people out there who are feeling the same or who are going through the same experiences that I have been through.
What defines being a nice guy versus being a good man?
Oh, I can't stand nice guys.
What?
Can't.
What's the difference?
They're people pleasers to me. When I hear nice guy, and remember, you have to remember how I associate to the word nice. Nice means you want to make other people happy. Nice means you are walked over easily. I feel like nice guys finish last because they're always putting everyone else before them. Whereas a good man,
he stands 10 toes down.
He stands 10 toes down. Yeah. I respect a good man. I don't necessarily respect a nice guy. They gonna come for me on that one.
There's gonna be a lot of hurt people in the comments. Oh, okay. This is a more okay. Right. We got two more.
Okay.
So the next one is, this is juicy. Why are some men insecure around strong women that are about business? You have experience in this, Sarah.
How long we got?
We have time.
I've only known my boyfriend for 4.5 months, and he told me to start looking at engagement rings. Everyone keeps saying that I'm crazy and we're moving too fast. The more I mature, I realize it's not about the amount of time, it's about the quality of time. You can date someone for 5 years and still have no idea how they respond to the tough question. The number one cause for divorce is financial problems, children, and at-home responsibility. So why do couples spend like a whole year dating and never have these discussions? 4 months into us dating, me and my boyfriend got this book. I'm gonna link it in my bio. This book gives you every question about anything that could potentially cause a divorce. So before you even get engaged, you know what the other person believes about and household responsibilities and children. It's not a Christian book, so it's not 100% clean, but neither is marriage. So you and your partner are probably going to disagree on some things. But if you can find the solution to those issues before they're even issues, you are way less likely to have those conflicts in your marriage. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter how fast or slow relationships move, just as long as you take the time to ask the hard questions. Love you!
Would you recommend a man marry a woman from your country?
No, we're like all batshit crazy, I'd say. Yeah.
A man marrying a woman? No, we are witches.
You are what?
Witches.
Yeah, maybe. It depends on the family. I'm still gonna say that.
Okay. Would a man marry a woman from your country?
Yes, obviously. Best cooks, they're loyal, they're wifey material, they don't discriminate.
Yes, but that's only if their personality is very strong. Because women in our country are very straightforward. That's it.
About a man marry a woman from your country?
Also fantastic. I love them.
Bueno.
Yes.
Why?
100%.
Why?
We know how to cook.
Yes.
We know how to keep our mans. We know how to serve our man.
Let's go.
So.
A man marry a woman from your country?
Yeah, because we're just the best people. We're very disciplined. We're funny. We have money. We bring the vibe.
Give me some.
No.
If you really want to get over somebody, I'm going to need you to do these 3 things. Try all 3 for at least 21 days and then come back and tell me how you're feeling. The first one, no, you don't need closure. No, you don't need to contact them again. You need to go through a withdrawal. You had somebody, now you don't. Your brain is going, oh my God, I need them. But you're not safe because they were in your life. You're safe because you have you. The person that hurt you isn't going to be the person that heals you. And if you're hoping that them giving you closure is going to help you move on, you're just avoiding facing reality. And hope is actually also releasing dopamine. The second thing, take the shine off of them. Instead of they were so amazing, they were the love of my life, I'm never going to meet anyone like them. What makes them so special? That they ignored you? They dismissed you? They discredited you? They didn't want a relationship in the way that you did? Baby, this isn't the love of your life. This is just a lesson in something that seems super familiar from childhood. And the last thing, this one's kind of counterintuitive. Every time you think of them, don't try to get rid of the thoughts. What you're doing is you're telling your brain this must be really important if we're trying to get rid of it. So instead, they come to your mind, hey, given everything I've been through, of course it would make sense that I missed this person. We shared a relationship or time together. Hold compassion for yourself and stop treating yourself like just because it ended.
Are you single?
No.
How long you had a man?
5 years.
And how long have you had a baby?
He's almost 2.
Was it with him or with somebody else?
Him.
So how much does he have to make to take care of you and your daughter?
At least $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
W woman. I mean, she shouldn't be wearing stuff like that if she's got a husband. But there still is good women out there. She's not asked about how much that fella makes, as long as they're getting by. All is not lost. If you want to try and find a woman of God, download the Avon app. You can ask her questions such as, how can I find a woman of God? And it'll give you qualities that a woman should have to know she's all for the Lord. Some women out here do want a family. They do want the right man. They don't want to sleep around.
They want to be the best version of themselves. And God bless them women that want that. Because there's too many women out here wanting to party and get the body count higher. And they're not asked about being a wife, only when it's too late. Stay woke in these streets, big brr.
You're gonna want to listen to this.
One more time.
It is, so the 5 pillars of a relationship is friendship, love, honesty, loyalty, and respect. Now, what is the weakest pillars out of these 5? Love. Love goes up and down. One day you're in love, one day you're down, one day you're okay, one day you're not. We operate on emotions, right? But if one of the other 4 pillars is missing, a relationship won't work. So I'm looking for a partner, a man that is willing to have a friendship, not just a relationship, a friendship. I want to be his best friend. I want him to be my best friend. I need a man that's honest. I need a man that's loyal. I need a man that's respectful. I need a man that's ambitious. I need a man that's kind and empathetic, because I've been with a lot of men who had zero empathy. They're narcissists, right? But I'm full of empathy. I sit with people are like, what is your dream? What do you want to do?
I have to tell you that when I see couples or when I see women on their own, the number one thing that's missing is the friendship piece. If you can't be friends with your partner, you're wasting your time.
Unpopular opinion. Being a man has to be one of the toughest jobs in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that these women have and how they can contradict themselves when they telling you what they want, I get confused. You're not allowed to be sensitive, but how dare you not open up and talk about how you feeling? I need you to be a leader, but you need to understand that I'm not going to follow you and you can't lead me anywhere. I want you to be strong, but show some kind of vulnerability, but not too much, because now I'm going to think that you're weak, because strength and vulnerability can't seem to coexist. I want you to be there for me at all points in times, but understand that I'm still going to be very independent and not need you for certain things. I need you to read my mind, but don't assume you know what I'm thinking. Be financially stable, but have a whole bunch of free time, even though it takes time to make money to take care of this family. I want you to meet all my needs, but don't assume you know everything that I need right off top. How is it that when you don't know exactly what you need and what you want, he's supposed to know? When you hear it out loud, don't it sound silly?
Your mama got you thinking the most horrible man in the world is a man that'll cheat on a woman. They got y'all believing that it's a man that exists and he's faithful and loyal and committed, but she can't sew and cook. You more worried about what I'm doing as a man than learning what you should be doing as a woman. A woman is a nurturer. A woman prays. A man of now, I mean, it's a whole lot that you supposed to be doing as a woman, but you don't, because you're more focused on what men do. You trying to diagnose what's a good man, but you ain't a good woman. You can't give me what a good woman is. If you look at what you had to look at as a good woman, it's women who didn't have men. It's women who had multiple men. It's women who ain't never been married. It's women who've been divorced. My job as a man is to focus on how to be a man. I ain't supposed to be trying to figure out what women doing, what my woman doing when she ain't with me. She gonna do what a woman do. Look pretty, come up, no, she gonna do what a woman do. So it ain't my job to try to figure out what my woman doing. I gotta be trying to figure out what I need to be doing as a man. Same as a woman. She need to be trying to figure out what she need to be doing as a woman.
Why are so many women choosing to stay single? And I completely agree that you are probably about to see a lot of interesting responses in this here comment section. I also think men say they want these answers, but then when they are faced with them, have a visceral or automatic reaction that allows them to disregard or say, that isn't me, I'm not doing that. We are the only species that I can think of on the planet that can actually have intellectual intercourse with our potential mates before we even pursue them. Like, we can get a inside guide, a primer to what they want. But all of that is for naught if you do not practice the most important step when we ask a question like this. And that would be to sit back, close your mouth, and listen. Because you are likely about to see a lot of recurring themes in this comment section. In fact, I will bet my left nut, I will bet you both that you will see a lot of similar answers as to what women want and why they are choosing to stay single. Now that you've had a minute to mentally prepare yourself, let's go ahead and open that comment section and do some mental growth.
Why do you think men aren't approaching women anymore?
They're so full of themselves. They literally love themselves. They're literally all up in your grill.
they just think that like they're not that like no one wouldn't like them.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody likes you. Make us like you, and then we'll like you.
What can a guy do to make you like him?
Just be nice. How about being nice?
You don't like nice guys. Let's be honest.
No, how about like a gentleman?
A gentleman.
Women say this. They say they like a nice guy. They like a guy that's gonna come up, hello, I'm such and such, good to meet you. I think you're beautiful and I would love to take you on a date. Can I get your number? They say they like that. But look at who the guys that don't really give a about them. And the guys that approach them with a certain amount of bravado as if he's better than them. That's the guys that they're like. The nice guy, they put it in the friend zone. He got to sit there holding, put his chicken in the chokehold, hoping that one day that this girl get him, but she's not, because he's a nice guy. And whenever a woman says, "Oh, you're so nice," translation, what she's saying is, "Oh, I would never you ever."
Men do not like women that behave like men. Okay? Your job, your career, your title, your nice apartment in a ritzy area of a big city, we don't find that attractive. You know what's funny with women? Let's switch it around. Hey ladies, let's say you dated a guy, right, that took longer to get dressed than you did, got his nails done every Sunday, spent more time getting dressed than all this other, put way more time into his looks. Maybe at first you'd be like, this guy's really handsome, but it would get really annoying, wouldn't it? Having to always compete with this guy, having to always like be like, what this nigga, like, what? Why does he act like a girl? This is weird. He has a bigger wallet collection than you have a purse collection. At some point, you would get annoyed with this. Rightfully so. Why? Because he's acting like a woman. Oh, sound familiar? That's how we feel when you flex your career. It doesn't benefit us. Your career doesn't benefit us. Just like a super handsome metrosexual man does not benefit you. It's that simple. But you guys expect us to date you when you act like a man. And no one wants to tell women this. You went to an Ivy League school, but you're still a You don't understand that men and women are different, and we're attracted to different things.
People nowadays are scared of opening up and actually expressing how they feel. It's called being vulnerable. And people today are scared of being vulnerable because they're scared of rejection. Why are they scared of rejection? Because they're scared of getting hurt. Because you guys are cowards. No, I'm just joking. You guys don't like to get hurt because it's painful. You don't like that feeling. You know, you don't want to get rejected because you don't like the feeling of being hurt, of being miserable, of being sad, of being depressed. In life, you're going to get rejected in every single field of your life, whether it's business, whether it's marriage, whether it's a job opportunity. You know, you may apply to 10 jobs and you may get rejected to all 10 jobs. That's something that you should be proud of because it just means you're one step closer to finding your goal, whether it's a job, whether it's marriage, whatever it is. I've never been the guy who's scared of opening up. If I want to talk to someone, I'm honest with them. I tell them, hey, I want to get to know you. Okay, that's just who I am as a person because I think it's easier for everyone. It makes the world easier. It makes her world easier. It makes my world easier. Now listen to this. Tawakkul. Tawakkul means surrender to God. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to say. You say how you feel about the person and you tell God, I'm trusting you. If this is good for me, then make it work. If this is not good for me, then don't make it work. I trust your plan because you are the best of planners. That's how it is. Have faith in God.
These are the things I wish I would have known. My channel is not to make women bad or wrong. It's to expose the challenges and limitations that we have in our wiring. And that as humans, we all have shortcomings. We all have flaws. And one of our shortcomings and flaws as women on the spectrum is that we have a selfishness. We have a need to be right. We have a need to be in control. And we can easily gain control and shape and manipulate a good man and strip him of who he is as a man because of our selfishness and only being able to think of ourselves And what most importantly I talk on the channel is our unhappiness in ourselves as women, meaning we never learn to have a healthy relationship with ourselves, to be fulfilled from the inside out, and not looking for something to make us happy in life, that is our responsibility. And it's imperative for us as women in a relationship or a marriage with a good man that we learn to be happy within ourselves, or we will crush and destroy a good man, because we inevitably end up blaming them and making them the problem for why we are so unhappy in ourselves.
I can't stand talking to a fine dude. Like, I like my man to be alright looking. Just be alright. Them fine ones, like, they don't be following your stupid tricks. Like, you hang up on them, they don't call you back, they don't blow you up, and you just like, you call them back, like, hey, you're not gonna call me, you're not gonna blow me up. They're like, no. I hate fine men. Give me the alright dude.
No, what you don't like is a man with boundaries, dignity, and self-respect. What you don't like is a man who has grown to the point that he can no longer be manipulated by immature mind games. I mean, what benefit is there for me if you hang up on me to me then chase after you and call you back? Like, what do I look like, Jody from Baby Boy? And this is where the game is flipped, because all of a sudden now, women are finding that men have healed, have grown, have matured, have done the emotional work. And all of a sudden now, we cannot be manipulated, toyed with by your gaslighting and emotional manipulation. And all of a sudden now, that's a problem. It has nothing to do with fine or attractive. It has everything to do with self-respect. Because the fact of the matter is, I can't love you if I don't love me. And I can't love or respect me if I'm allowing you to trample on me like that. There's just no way in God's green earth that's going to happen. So shout out to the fine men who are no longer dealing with these emotional games.
Men do not pick up on clues the way you think, and this causes more problems than you expect. Most of the time, he is not ignoring you. He honestly did not catch what you meant at all. At all. You change your tone, your expression shifts, you drop hints, and he still acts normal. And now you are wondering how he did not notice something that felt so obvious to you. But in his mind, nothing changed. Everything still feels the same as before. He is not reading between the lines. He is focused on what is actually said clearly. So when nothing is said directly, he assumes there is nothing wrong to fix or address. Meanwhile, you are feeling unheard, while he does not even realize there is an issue. That gap is where frustration slowly builds without either of you understanding why. You expect him to notice, he expects you to say it, and both end up missing each other. Then it turns into something bigger, even though it started from something small and simple. Men respond better to clarity, not guessing or trying to decode emotional signals. Direct words give him something clear to understand and something he can actually respond to. Saying what you feel is not too much. It actually makes communication easier for both sides, because clarity removes confusion, and confusion is what quietly damages connection over time. When he understands you clearly, he can show up the way you actually need him to.
Listen, can we talk about how beautiful and amazing it is not to have a man in the house? I'm not trying to diss on the men. I'm really not. But it's stressful. It can be a headache. It's exhausting, the mental load. The fact that y'all can't remember where the scissors are, and they've been there for 27 years. The fact that you need me to find something for you when it's right in front of your face in the refrigerator. The fact that you can't remember where I put your own clothes at, or where they even go so you could put them away yourself. When I tell you, get the kids ready, what should they wear? Clothes. Figure it out. Can you drive them to school? What time they need to be there? Oh my God. It's exhausting. The mental load that mothers carry, or having somebody in the house in general that's a man, and having to manage the house and manage him. Do y'all realize that that's what that's like? We have to take care of all the things, and you expect us to be oh so happy and joyful because you just walk in the door, you gave us your presence. Oh, it's a beautiful thing not to have to worry about reminding somebody of something that you've already reminded them of 27,892 times. It's just so peaceful over here. Have a grateful day, love you.
I have accomplished more in my 3 years than I did in 30 because I chose to have a partner who's not a loser, who wants to support me, who believed in my dreams more than I ever did. I was in a 6-year relationship with someone. I ended up marrying the person, and I could not move up in my life. He moved up. His income went from $60,000 to $160,000. We ended up, having properties because I kept on saying that. I kept on wanting to do those things. His life improved significantly. My health, wealth, and everything else plummeted in those 6 years. Like absolutely everything, because self-abandonment never pays off. But then as soon as I switched and I left that person and I decided to have on a good partner, my health improved. My mental health improved. My business aspirations improved, where I literally quit a 9-to-5 stressful job and I get to enjoy my life doing the one thing I love the most, which is helping women become more and more confident and trust themselves. That is how powerful choosing the right person will be for you. I have been the healthiest that I've ever been. I don't have stomach aches. I don't have acne. I don't have mental fog all the time. I was constantly anxious. I would constantly think of the worst case scenarios. I was constantly ruminating. I was constantly changing myself and trying to negotiate with someone else's bad temper and bad mood. Today, I wake up and I'm excited for the day. I feel happy. I think of all the possibilities that are possible for me. Every single one of them, I achieve them. I don't believe that no is even a thing. I just think you just have to adjust. It's a redirection. Before, everything was just scary. That is how powerful it is who you spend your company around. Yeah, that's the video.
It's funny because a lot of these modern women, they'll come to a first date with a list of things. Literal lists of things that they're expecting from a guy. I want your therapist. I want the exact number. I want the exact number of therapy sessions that you've gone to within the last 3 weeks. How long were they? What object lessons did you learn from that? Which the object lessons I really don't have a problem with, but they want to grill you on the questions that they want to know. But all it takes from you is one question, 2 questions, one question actually. Let me jump it back down to one question. What do you bring to the table? And then the date is over. They beat and ask you about your family history. And then one question is like, oh yeah, you're pretty thorough. Now, let me go ahead and ask you, what do you bring to the table? Oh man, it's